I am not kidding. Blue Eyes in 2024 will be tier 0. Alright, ladies and gents, in today's Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG video, we're going to be covering everything you need to know about Blue Eyes for 2024-2025. So without further ado, let us begin! Look at that. Look at that. So guys, what are you waiting for? Make sure you guys get your ancient book collection at tx1.com. And it also has a really cool 3D piece. Look at that. The most nostalgic and best looking deck box ever. And be sure to use the coupon code PAC10 for 10% off your entire order. I've never been so confident about my tier 0 statement in a while. No, that's a cap because I've always confident. But this time is actually the tier 0. Even though that before I say tier 0, okay, all right, you know what? You guys think I'm a capper? This DDS, baby. Ladies and gents, in 2024, we're getting the brand new Blue Eyes structure deck that Konami is going to be dropping for the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG and eventually into Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And they have released 7 new Blue Eyes support cards. That's going to take Blue Eyes White Dragon, yes, Blue Eyes White Dragon to the next level. In today's video, we'll be covering each card. This is going to be my very first time reading these cards. Maiden of White. Okay, so Maiden of White right here, as you guys can see on screen, it is a level 1 light effect tuner light spellcaster monster with the stats of 0/0 attack and 0 defense. And the ability that reads, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Place 1 true light from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in your spawn trap zone. Hold up, it places true light face up, so you don't need to activate it. It already comes face up. If you special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. When a card or effect is activated and target this card on the field, or when this card is targeted for attack, quick effect, you can special summon 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon or 1 level 1 light tuner from your graveyard. You can only use each effect of Maiden of White once per turn. This card is bonkers. You normal Sage adds this card directly from your deck to your hand. Use her effect to send from hand to the grave. Place True Light. Hold up, wait a minute. And not only does it place True Light, which, if you guys don't know what True Light effect is, let me True Light. Your opponent cannot target Blue Eyes White Dragon in your monster zone with card effects. If his face-up card is sent from the spawn trap zone in his graveyard, destroy all monster control. And you can only use each of the following with True Light once per turn. So once per turn, you special on Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand or grave, or set 1 spawn trap card directly from your deck that specifically lists Blue Eyes White Dragon in its text with a different name from the cards you control or in the graveyard. So this card, not only is it a search card, but it also, ladies and gents, is an extender. So Sage, already looking at this thing, Sage with Eyes of Blue, searches Maiden of White. Maiden of White sets True Light. True Light at this point can be used as an extender if you already have access to Blue Eyes to help you get access to Spirit Dragon even easier. And also search for more spawn trap cards that mentions Blue Eyes directly from your deck to your side of the field. This card is, holy smokes. If you special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon, right? So if you go Sage, add Maiden, Maiden send itself to the grave, activate True Light, and if you already have Blue Eyes in hand, you activate True Light, summon Blue Eyes from hand, Maiden comes back from grave. What? And on top of that, if it comes back from graveyard, the last effect, if you use Sage's effect to send Sage from hand to the graveyard as cost to target Maiden, you can use Maiden's effect on the field to tag out into another Blue Eyes or tag out into the Sage that you just sent from hand to the grave, because Sage is a cost. Bro, this card is 3 extenders built in 1. How is this card legal, bro? You guys see this? Maiden of White is 3 extenders in 1. True Light summons herself, summons back from grave. 3 extenders built in 1. Are you guys crazy? What are you on, Konami? What are you on? Okay, so she immediately makes Sage a 1-card combo. Okay, she makes Sage with Eyes of Blue a 1-card combo. Really important to note. Okay, now let's go on with the next card, Neo Kaiser Seahorse. So we're getting a bunch of new Kaiba cards here. So this card is a level 4 light dragon effect monster. It's also a tuner. If you control Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you control Blue Eyes, boom, summon this card from your hand. You can target 1 light tuner you control, increase or decrease its level by 1.
Huh? So how is this good?
I'm not seeing any correlation to this. I don't see the synergies here. But all I know is this card's a free extender. Next for the spell card right now, we got Prayers with Eyes of Blue. So this is a spell card. And obviously you can set this off with True Light because it mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon. Discard 1 card, add 1 level 1 light tuner and one spell trap that mentions a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to your hand. So it's Melody of the Awakening Dragon. So you're discarding a card, add Sage, add, let's say, Ultimate Fusion directly from the deck to the hand. Secondary effect, you can banish this card from the grave, then target one Blue Eyes White Dragon you control, equip one Blue Eyes monster from your extra deck to it as an equipped spell that gives it 400 attack. So not only is it a Melody of the Awakening Dragons, but the fact you can banish yourself from the graveyard to potentially equip Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon from your extra deck to this card. Are you saying that this is like a Magia Turbo? Like, we don't need the Dear Servant anymore? Nice. Saga of the Blue-Eyed Dragon. Special one Blue Eyes monster from your deck, graveyard, or banishment in defense position. But you can only special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon with this effect. If you do not control it, also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except for dragon monsters. So, it's a free reborn from the deck, hand, or graveyard, or banishment to summon Blue Eyes. But if you do not control Blue Eyes, you have to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. But if you already control Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can, let's say, bring out Blue Eyes Jet Dragon from your deck instead, which is actually pretty cool. And you can banish this card from your graveyard, fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck, using monster from your hand or field as material, including a Blue Eyes monster. So this card is like a polymerization, right? Like a banish itself from the grave, acts as polymerization. It's a Blue Eyes extender, which is actually pretty nice. Now let's go on to the brand new trap card. This right here is Majesty with Dragons of White. And it's a normal trap card, which reads, show up to 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons from your hand, face up on the zone and or graveyard, then destroy that many cards reporting controls. Hold up, non-target destroy. I like that. So at least if you have one Blue Eyes in the grave, you can at least use this effect to destroy one card, non-targeting, which is actually very insane. This is very nice. Okay, I like this. And if you play 3 Blue Eyes in your deck, and you happen to have, let's say, one Blue Eyes on the hand and then one Blue Eyes on the grave, or all 3 Blue Eyes on the grave, it can potentially pop 3 non-targeting, which is absolutely ridiculous. So I like this card. The graveyard effect reads, you can banish this card from your graveyard, cost, ritual summon one ritual monster from your hand by distributing Blue Eyes White Dragons from your hand or field whose total level is exactly equal to the level of that ritual monster. The amazing thing about this card is that from reading its effect, not only is it a non-target pop, but it actually gets you access to Chaos Max Dragon without playing Chaos form. So you don't need to play more bricks in your deck to summon Chaos Max when you already have a searchable pop, which can, as a bonus, get you access to Chaos Max. Let's go on to the extra deck cards right here. So this right here is Blue Eye Spirit Ultimate Dragon. So this card's a level 12 monster, light synchro monster, which requires 2 tuners plus 1 non-tuner Blue Eyes monster. I see. And 1 tuner will get you access to Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Your opponent cannot banish cards from your graveyard. DD Crow. Meh. Bistro Magnuma, Bistro Drewsworm, Bistro Soronir, Bistro Boldre. Meh. You can only use each of the following effect of Blue Eye Spirit Ultimate Dragon once per turn. When a card or effect is activated on the field, you can negate the activation, and if you do, this card gains 1,000 attack until the end of this turn. So finally, Blue Eyes has a built-in on-field Omni Negate. Holy smokes. If this card destroys a battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 light dragon monster from your graveyard except for Blue Eye Spirit Ultimate Dragon. Like, it's pretty hard to get over it. So it floats, right? You guys know Spirit Dragon that during either player's turn, you contribute this card, this synchro summon card, special 1 light dragon type synchro monster from your extra deck in defense position, except for Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, but destroy it during the end phase of this turn. So, Spirit Dragon can tag into Blue Eye Spirit Ultimate Dragon, and if it somehow sticks on the field during the end phase, it'll get destroyed. Once it gets destroyed, it can tag out into Blue Eye Spirit Dragon again from the graveyard. Wow! And if you have Jet Dragon in the graveyard, holy shit, it destroys it. It triggers in grave. Jet triggers in grave. You summon Jet, you summon back Spirit for free. Yo, these cards are actually scary, ladies and gents. These cards are absolutely terrifying. And Blue Eye Spirit Dragon is not once per turn. So if you have 2 Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, I'm seeing the vision now. 1 can tag out into Crimson Dragon. And if you have Blue Eye Spirit Ultimate Dragon, Crimson Dragon can target the level 12 Blue Eye Spirit Ultimate Dragon. What's a level 12 monster that Centurions always play? Yes. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Calamity. Are you kidding me? Spirit Dragon, 2 Spirit Dragons can tag out into Crimson Dragon and Blue Eye Spirit Ultimate Dragon to access Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Calamity. We need to ban Calamity ASAP. These cards are looking really promising, guys. And the last and final card right here is Spirit with Eyes of Blue. It's a Link 1. Light Dragon. That's already bad. It's already enough. I need to know. Link 1 requires 1 level 4 lower dragon or spellcaster monster. It's kind of like Striker Dragon. Now I see what's going on now. Neo Kaiser turns into the Link 1, and you're basically dumping in a Blue Eyes to the grave for free. Neo Kaiser Seahorse is actually pretty broken because it is Link 1. That's why. not only is it an extender, but it also is a free foolish burial with this card. Now I see the vision. Now I see the vision, guys. If this card is Link Summon, you take one Mausoleum of White from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the grave. Okay, so you're adding Mausoleum of White. And the secondary ability is that you contribute this card cost, special one Blue Eyes monster from your hand or grave. But if you special summon an effect monster from your graveyard, you cannot attack, also its effect negated. Normal summon Kaiser, link into the Blue Eyes. Kaiser can send any monster that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon. So Kaiser can send shit. Kaiser links into Link 1, the Blue Eyes. Kaiser effect sends the Maiden of White to the grave. The Link 1 Blue Eyes searches Mausoleum of White. Mausoleum White can activate and target the Link 1 to send Blue Eyes to the grave. You use the Link 1 to tribute itself to summon Blue Eyes. Once Blue Eyes summon itself, Maiden will come back from the grave. You can tribute Maiden, set True Light. True Light can set Prayers with Eyes of Blue. Holy shit. Prayers with one discard can add Sage and an Ultimate Fusion. Mausoleum gets you the additional normal summon of Sage. On the fly, I just figured a one-card combo. Looking at this right now, a lot of things need to happen on the ban list before this deck comes out. Pod Red Dragon Archfiend, King Calamity needs to be banned. And number 2, Skill Drain needs to be banned. I don't give two flying shits. Skill Drain needs to be banned. Because if Skill Drain is viable in a format where Blue Eyes is top tier, it's gonna be a problem because Skill Drain is actually best in Blue Eyes, bro. It's insane because of True Light. Ladies and gents, this deck is insane. I can see a lot going on with Blue Eyes in the future, and I truly believe this deck is gonna be top tier. And in this next segment of the video, we'll showcase you guys some bread and butter combos that you guys must know when it comes to playing the new Blue Eyes cards for 2024. And I got the deck master himself, Yassine. How are you doing, bro?
Not too bad. How about you?
I'm good, thank you, bro. And Yassine is the one that actually told me that this video needs to happen. Sam, you need to make a video on Blue Eyes. And Yassine came up with some amazing combos you guys can actually do with this deck right here. But first and foremost, Yassine, I want your opinion on what your thoughts about this deck going into the future, because I know that you're a very competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player. You play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh. What are your thoughts on this deck? Truly, no bias. How good is Blue Eyes moving forward?
Let's just say that Blue Eyes might turn into the new Snake Eyes. This deck will be everywhere by people who want to play competitively, but also people who want to have fun playing their favorite deck. And this deck might very well win Worlds again.
That's it, bro. That's actually a bold statement. Are you sure? Like an anime deck, Blue Eyes being meta. Yes. You sure?
It did it once. Why not do it again?
All right, bro. I'm actually very confident in that statement.
So we'll be showing 3 combos. The first one will be a super explosive combo featuring everything that you can do with 1 copy of Sage with Eyes of Blue and 2 discards.
Okay.
The second one will show you just how consistent Blue Eyes is by showing different lines that you can achieve with a different combination of cards. And the third one will feature how to beat hand traps effectively in Blue Eyes, including the hand traps that are effectively really good against Blue Eyes.
Wow. All right, guys. I'm super duper excited to see this. It's my first time seeing this as well. Obviously, if you guys are watching the intros, I was covering all the cards, but as the time of recording this, it's going to be my first time showcasing and actually seeing this for the very first time. So I'm actually very, very excited. So Yassine, are you ready, bro?
I was born ready.
All right, ladies and gents, without further ado, let's get started with the first combo.
All right, so first things first, we're going to be normal summoning Sage with Eyes of Blue and use its effect in order to search Maiden of White directly from your deck to your hand.
Okay, so you're adding...
Maiden?
Okay, sorry. So you're using Sage to search Maiden. Are you sure you're not searching Effect Veiler?
If we search Effect Veiler, then we're not doing much for the rest of the turn. We really want a full combo now.
Okay,
but
right.
Effect Veiler is a nice option when you already have Maiden of White in your hand. Now we're going to be using the in-hand effect of Maiden of White, so pitch it, and then search, rather place True Light directly from your deck, face up in your spell and trap zone. This is really good because, you know, people like to say that trap cards are slow in Yu-Gi-Oh, but that one's just a complete exception because you get to place it directly face up, and we can use our effect, or use its effect right away in order to set a Blue Eyes spell or trap from your deck to your field, or rather a card that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon, and that's going to be Prayers with Eyes of Blue. Now, Prayers is pretty much a Melody of Awakening Dragon, but even better, because we get to discard a card to search our deck for a level 1 Light Tuner, and a spell or trap card that, yet again, mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon, and we're going to be searching both the Master with Eyes of Bloom and Ultimate Fusion from our deck to our hand.
Okay, wow.
Both of these cards are very crucial for us achieving the Magia combo that everybody's trying to achieve right now.
So this is a one-card... Wait, sorry to interrupt. So this is a one-card Magia combo?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. That's the reason why Blue Eyes is the nuts right now.
Okay, and... Oh, well, bro, I just took in Konami's kind of toxic. Bro, Magia is only in QCR.
I don't even know how to put it, but they know what they're doing. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, so what are we doing now?
Link off the Sage with Eyes of Blue for the new Link 1 monster, and that card is absolutely correct. You're gonna... Oh my god, I don't even know how to express just how broken this card is. It's way better than Striker Dragon or any of the other Link 1 monsters that you've seen, because this card on summon gets to search your deck for Mausoleum of White, but it gets even better because we can even tribute it to summon back a Blue Eyes from the hand or graveyard. So we're going to be adding the Mausoleum of White from the deck to the hand, which, by the way, also happens to be good in decks other than Blue Eyes. We can cover this in the future. Anyways, next up, we're going to be activating the Mausoleum of White.
Yep.
And this card has two interesting effects. So the first one gives you a passive extra normal summon for a level 1 Light Tuner. And the second one allows you to target one of your monsters on the field and then send a normal monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard in order to boost the attack of the monster that you targeted by 100 attack multiplied by the level of the sent monster. So we're going to be using its effect to target to the Link 1 and send Blue Eyes Red Dragon from the deck to the graveyard.
I see. And it also gives you additional normal summon of the masters that we search.
Exactly. And now we can use the effect of the Link 1, tribute itself, and then special summon back the Blue Eyes Red Dragon. And since Blue Eyes Red Dragon was summoned, we can revive back Maiden of White from the graveyard.
Wow, she comes back when a Blue Eyes is summoned as well?
Every single turn, and she doesn't get banished when leaves the field.
What?
It's just a permanent, like, recursion. Now we're going to be using the graveyard effect of Prayers with Eyes of Blue.
Okay.
This is going to be very important because we can equip one of our Blue Eyes Red Dragon, very specifically, with the Blue Eyes monster from the extra deck. And we're going to be placing the Ultimate Dragon, equipping it to Blue Eyes.
Oh, so this like kind of like cheats out Ultimate Dragon to the graveyard for your Ultimate Fusion for absolutely free.
Pretty much. That's
Wait.
exactly what it does.
But how are you getting Chaos Max though? Is there any way to search Chaos Max because we already used our True Light?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not done yet because
Okay.
now we can normal summon the master.
Okay, sorry. I'm getting ahead of I'm getting ahead of myself. So sorry. Okay. So this
Like I said, this deck has an incredible ceiling level, so the amount of things that we can do now, it's unbelievable. But yeah, on the normal summon, the master can recycle back one of your level 1 Light Tuner from your graveyard to your hand. So this is very important in this situation, because now we're going to be synchro summoning for Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon using Master and Blue Eyes. We're going to be synchro summoning for Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon using Master and Blue Eyes.
Master and Blue Eyes. Okay, so Spirit
So
Dragon.
keep the Maiden of White on the field.
Okay.
And we're going to be using the effect of Spirit right away in order to tribute itself and then turn into a pretty nasty card.
Ancient Fairy
That's
Dragon.
going to be Ancient Fairy Dragon.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And Ancient Fairy Dragon will use her effect in order to destroy the Mausoleum of White and search for a different field spell from your deck to your hand.
All right, so you're using this to
That is going to be...
Sorry. Yep, continue.
That is going to be the Dragon Ravine.
Oh, so you're going to add Dragon Ravine using Ancient Fairy Dragon. Okay, I see where this is going. Okay.
Now we can activate the Dragon Ravine and discard another card in order to send... I think you already know at this point from the deck to the graveyard.
You're sending Chaos
Can you
Max,
take a
right?
guess?
Sending Chaos Max, right?
Exactly.
Wow. Okay.
Because
insane. So now your Ultimate Fusion is live for Magia now.
yeah, and now we have a bunch of decisions. So we can either choose to use the Ultimate Fusion right away to summon Magia on our own turn, or we can set the Ultimate Fusion and then summon the Magia on the opponent's turn, so that if we get hit by something like, let's say, Dark Ruler or Forbidden Droplet, we have a way to still summon a really threatening monster to kind of back ourselves up from those board breakers. So even board breakers aren't necessarily enough against Blue Eyes, which is pretty scary.
Wow.
Anyways, we're now going to be using the in-hand effect of Sage with Eyes of Blue and discard itself and target the Maiden of White, which will be doing two things, because now we're going to be chaining the effect of Maiden of White and reviving back that Sage with Eyes of Blue.
Wow, that's actually insane, bro. What the heck? It can also revive back Blue Eyes as well?
Yes, sir, exactly.
Wow.
And yeah, summon the Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. And we're going to be synchro summoning for Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon using Ancient Fairy and the Sage with Eyes of Blue.
Okay, so Axel right here. Okay.
There we go. And then revive back any of your level 1 Light Tuner, because we're going to be using it as the synchro material right away for Blue Eye Spirit Dragon.
Okay, I see where this is going. All right. Okay.
And then we'll simply set the Ultimate Fusion and call it a turn. Now, this might not look like a lot, but it really is a lot.
Okay, so this is your end board? Like, what the heck is this? So I just see Magia and Spirit Dragon, right?
Yeah, well, everything that is really threatening is going to happen on the opponent's turn. So now we're
Okay.
going to be passing turn.
Okay. Okay. So now on your opponent's draw phase, right?
Either that or on the opponent's main phase. So you can wait until your opponent performs an action. Yeah, so we can use the effect of True Light in order to revive back Blue Eyes White Dragon from the graveyard.
Okay. Okay. So it summons a blue eyes. All right. Are we chaining anything?
Not yet. We really want to be safe from Forbidden Droplets, so there's no reason to overcommit right now. So summon the Blue Eyes and then revive back the Maiden of White.
Okay.
And now, as soon as the Maiden of White is summoned, we're going to be using the effect of Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon.
Okay. So this summons Stardust Dragon, right?
Yep, but it does more than that, because now it allows us to quick sync. Not necessarily using Stardust Dragon, we can also use other monsters such as Maiden of White and Blue Eyes.
Oh.
And now we'll use one of the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon in order to summon Blue Eye Spirit Ultimate Dragon.
Oh. And Blue Eye Spirit is not once per turn, right? What?
It is not once per turn.
That's actually ridiculous, bro. So you're summoning
It's
this right
completely
here, Blue Eye
unfair.
Spirit Ultimate Dragon.
Yeah, so at this point, this card can negate pretty much anything, but it's not even like it matters that much because the second spirit will pretty much be game over for our opponent because now we can tag it out into Crimson Dragon.
Oh my god, bro. And then you can
So
use
we're going to be using its effect.
on summoning.
This is the on summon effect to search for a spell trap card that mentions Crimson Dragon, and on the resolution we'll use Crimson Dragon again for its other effect in order to tag itself out and transform itself into a level 12 Synchro Dragon monster from the extra deck, which is treated as a proper Synchro summon. And as long as it is in Chain Link 1, the King Calamity will not miss timing and prevent our opponent from using any cards or effects on the field for the rest of the turn. That is basically a Zexal lock.
Bro, what am I seeing right now? This is a one card, and on top of that, you have Magia, bro.
Yes, we have Magia, and this was protected from Droplet and Dark Ruler because even if we get hit by those board breakers, yes, the first option, even if we get hit by those board breakers, we still have the ability to summon Magia in order to recover, so it's just not a problem for us.
Bro, what the... Guys, ladies and gents, you guys see this? One card. Stage with Eyes of Blue. Gets you this? You see, this does not look fun to play against, bro. I'll be honest.
This is extremely disgusting.
And on the clapback, it's going to be insane, no?
Oh, it's gonna be game. Yeah, this was gonna be summoning back a Blue Eyes monster pretty much from the graveyard. And then with True Light, you also have like an insane follow-up. The Jet Dragon is gonna be able to revive itself back. Synchro Rumble can revive back something from the graveyard. You have an infinite follow-up basically.
Wait,
so
so
your
this-
opponent simply cannot win.
So this summons... This destroys stuff during the end phase, and then Jet comes out.
Yes.
And then what the heck is going on? And this is the end phase. You summon back a Spirit Dragon, right?
Yep.
Oh my, you see, okay. All right, let's talk about this. What? And this is the clapback, bro?
Yeah. It's pretty much GG.
This is the... Guys, this is the clapback. Yo, what the heck am I seeing right now? What am I seeing, bro? I'm actually stressed right now, you see. I'm so stressed, bro.
I think it's the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! Blue Eyes might really be tier 0 if Konami really wants to push it.
Yo. All right, guys, I want you guys to take a look at this, all right? This is combo number 1. You see, let's go up to combo number 2. I want to see combo number 2.
Alrighty, let's do it.
Oh my god. We're using Neo Kaiser Seahorse with any discard, okay? There's no Sage. But this is still a combo?
No Sage.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still really huge, and the reason why I'm showcasing this is just to prove to you how consistent Blue Eyes is nowadays, because pretty much everything in the deck is either a starter or an extender. So going second, you don't really have any issues because there's just so many cards that do so much on their own, and going first, hand traps aren't enough because again, you have way too many cards that achieve something that is way too much for your opponent to handle, and Neo Kaiser Seahorse is one of those cards. So first things first, we're going to be normal summoning it. Normal summon Neo Kaiser Seahorse.
Okay.
And now we're going to be linking it off. We're not going to be using its effect. No reason to do that. And we are going to be going Chainlink 1 Spirit and then Chainlink 2 Neo Kaiser Seahorse. This card can send any monster from your deck to the grave that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon, and that's going to be the Maiden of White.
Wow.
So even when you don't draw Sage, it's fine, because now we're going to be searching for the Maiden of White and then activate it. And of course, target your Link 1 in order to Foolish Blue Eyes White Dragon from the deck to the graveyard. So
Wow.
just with the setup that we currently have, it's pretty much still so much gas that we have, because now we can use the effect of the Link 1, revive back the Blue Eyes White Dragon from the graveyard, which will trigger the Maiden of White, and nothing forces us to Synchro Summon here. We can use the effect of the Maiden of White and place the True Light.
Oh,
and we can keep going.
Oh, wait, you can place her... We can use her effect on the field as well?
On field or in the hand. Both. Yeah. It's insane.
Oh my
And
God.
now we're going to be using the effect of True Light to place the prayers with Eyes of Blue from the deck to the field.
My goodness, bro. I'm stressed.
It's nuts, but it's just getting started. Activate the prayers, discard any card, and search your deck for Sage with Eyes of Blue and the Broken Shop card, which is Majesty with Dragons of White. Exactly, yeah, this card right here is pretty nasty.
So what does it
Especially if you play multiple copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon, because it allows you to reveal up to 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand, face-up monster zone, and or graveyard, then destroy that many cards your opponent controls without targeting. And also in the graveyard, you can banish it to ritual summon a ritual monster from your hand, any, by attributing Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand or field, whose total level match the level of the ritual monster. Well, exactly. Which is pretty scary, because it means that you can summon Chaos Max even if you don't draw any ritual spells, or even if you don't play any. So you always have a way to really summon Chaos Max even if you're not playing a Chaos Max deck, even if you just want to summon it for play it for Magia. Anyways, now extra normal summon off of the field spell for the Sage with Eyes of Blue.
Wow.
And that is going to be searching for Effect Veiler. So we can really diversify the amount of interruptions that we have at our disposal. So we're now going to be synchro summoning for the Blue Eye Spirit. But first of all, we might as well protect ourselves from Imperm by using the Graveyard effect of Prayers and target the Blue Eyes White Dragon in order to equip the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Yeah, that card right here. This card in the graveyard, you can banish it whenever your opponent targets one of your Blue Eyes monsters, and then you can negate and banish, so negate and destroy. So that's really cool. And then synchro summon for Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon.
Wow, the interaction that these cards have in the graveyard with the cards on the field is absolutely insane. The fact that you're able to, you know, utilize prayers not only for the utility of Magia, but it also sending cards like Neo Ultimate to protect you from Veiler or Imperm is absolutely disgusting, bro. Wow.
Yeah. Now, this deck is very resourceful. I really just like all the options that you have at your disposal, and the fact that you can also search spells and traps. You can search Effect Veiler. You can do so many interesting things. The follow-up is crazy. The graveyard resource game is unbelievably good as well. But yeah, now just by setting your Majesty, you already feel very comfortable on your opponent's turn, because this might not look like that much. It's still 4 interruptions.
Okay,
because you got Effect Veiler, you got the Majesty that can destroy cards, you got the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon that can negate a graveyard effect, and then you can transform it into the Blue Eye Spirit Ultimate Dragon, which is basically an Omni Negate. It can negate anything that activates on the field, and then on the end phase is gonna die, revive back your Blue Eye Spirit. And you can also use the True Light to revive back the Blue Eyes Red Dragon, which also revives back the Maiden of White, or you can set a Blue Eye Spell or Trapper card from your deck to the field. So the amount of advantage that you're generating is basically endless.
Wow, this is off 1 card, guys. And this is just popping 1 card, right? This is popping 1?
Yes.
So it's
popping 1, or if we have more Blue Eyes Red Dragons, we can pop even more cards.
Wow. Okay, guys. So this is a pop 1. The consistency comes back with True Light. This is also a negate in the grave, and also if you're playing against Pendulums, they can't beat this. You're also making, of course, the Blue Eye Spirit Ultimate Dragon with this, and the Effect Veiler in hand off 1 card, and also the targeting effect of Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate as well. This is a lot of like layered interruptions that I'm seeing right here. You're seeing.
Exactly.
Wow.
So even if you have Dark Ruler, it's not good enough, because now I still have Majesty and Effect Veiler and a follow-up.
That's insane, guys. All right, so that's pretty much for combo number 2. Let's go on to combo number 3, Yassine. The last combo that you want to showcase?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
All right, so now I'm going to be showcasing you guys just how good this deck is through hand traps, because even a 2-card combo can beat 2 hand traps, including one of the best hand traps against Blue Eyes, which is Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit.
Yeah, Ghost Ogre is insane against True Light, right? Similar to how Ghost Ogre is insane against Eternal Soul. So like, how is this deck beating Veiler on Sage and also Ghost Ogre?
Let me entertain you, my child. So first things first, we're gonna be normal summoning the Sage with Eyes of Blue.
So obviously this is gonna get met with Veiler, right? Correct?
100%. There is nobody that's not gonna Veiler that, because they don't know if we have the Maiden of White in the hand or not. And if we already have the Maiden of White, well, we could have searched the Master with Eyes of Blue, so we would have been able to keep pushing So yeah, Effect Veiling, the stage with Eyes of Blue is pretty much the best option here. But it's not going to change anything to our life. We're not done yet, because now we can link off that sage into the Link 1 monster.
Okay.
And that is going to be searching for the field spell. And again, nobody's going to be ogreing this, because if we have Maiden of White, we can place the True Light and then pop off from there. So it's not a really good idea. Everybody will let that resolve, and then we'll activate the Mausoleum of White.
Yep.
And that is also going to be using its effect, targeting the Link 1, which again, nobody will be using Ghost Ogre against.
Oh, because if they Ghost Ogre this, then this just becomes live.
Exactly.
Oh.
So they have no reason to ogre the Link 1 or the field spell. It's not a good idea, because now I can make a full recovery with the Maiden of White. Now we're not going to be using the effect of the Link 1 right away. We're going to be using the Maiden of White in the hand, because at this point we can place the True Light directly from the deck into the spell and trap zone, but we're not going to be using the effect of True Light, because now we're going to be going for the Link 1 effect, and we're going to be summoning back the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Oh, okay. And then Maiden comes back.
Maiden comes back, exactly. So revive back the Maiden. And then we're not going to be using the True Light. We're going to be synchro summoning for Blue Eye Spirit Dragon.
Oh, okay. All right. But once you True Light, doesn't it just kill the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon right away?
Yeah, well, let's test it out. So we're going to be using the effect of True Light now. And we're going to try to set a Blue Eye Spell or Trap. Our opponent will be using Ghost Ogre against us.
Oh, Ogre is insane. Okay.
Yeah, because now True Light is going to try to destroy our own Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, unfortunately. We can't do anything about that True Light dying, but we can do something about negating our own True Light with Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. So we're going to be negating ourselves.
Oh, I see. Okay. And this ensures that you at least have Spirit Dragon in the graves and at least still in the gate, right? Through 2 hand traps.
Yes, exactly. So even if our opponent has the best hand trap, it's still not enough because we can negate ourselves. It's insane.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see where this is going now. This is still like 2 interruptions right here. It's like negate the grave, you're playing against pendulums, and you still have a bunch of non-engines in your hand. If you already have prayers up, you can still continue to use prayers, continue on combling that way. Oh, yeah. I see. That's insane. Yeah. So
and we still have an extra normal summon off of the field spell, and if we had Saga, we could have went for a second Blue Eyes. All of that through Veiler and Ogre used correctly. And the Spirit can also tag out into the Blue Eye Spirit Ultimate Dragon, which is an Omni-Negate. So that's still an extremely oppressive board through 2 really powerful hand traps.
Yo, you guys are seeing this, right? Like, this is through 2 hand traps, you end on, you know, still 2 negates, and also when you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, you're playing with a 5-card hand, right, guys? Yeah. So the other 3 cards can be used to supplement whatever your opponent stops you at whichever choke point, right? Obviously, we just want to showcase you guys with the least amount of resources possible and how these hand traps are able to stop you. You can somewhat continue to still play because number 1, you stop Mausoleum on the field, which gets you the additional normal summon. If you open up in any other level 1s, we can still continue to play from here on end. And number 2, you never play with a 2-card hand. You play with 5-card hands, right? So you'll see, this is actually insane. The fact that the synergies between True Light and Spirit Dragon is absolutely amazing. The fact that Spirit Dragon can negate the True Light in the grave it mind boggles me. This is actually insane, Yassine. Wow.
Yeah, it's remarkable, and that's one of the many reasons why I love Blue Eyes so much. It's because of how versatile it is. It can do so many things that I just don't think people really understand. It really has limitless potential, and I think it's just a matter of time before someone really smart just understands how to play the deck really well, and again, wins world for a second time.
Ladies and gents, this is everything you need to know when it comes to playing the new Blue Eye support for 2024-2025. This year is going to be an amazing year for anime decks. Blue Eyes, we got, you know, Shining Sarks for Yugi, you know, we got Magia, and so much more. The fact that they're retraining these new cards, and I know that, you know, by the time I record this video, there's new Neo support as well. So if you guys want us to like cover those, and if you guys love this type of format videos where we take a bit of a deep dive into the newer support decks coming in the future, showcase you guys a glimpse of what the deck is all about, let us know in the comments below, because you know, Yassine and I would love to come back and just take a deep dive on new archetypes coming out in the future. So let us know, guys, what are your guys' thoughts about this video in the comments below. And I'll leave a link to Yassine's channel because I know he has an in-depth combo and the deck list for this deck. Right, Yassine?
Absolutely. I got you guys.
All right, guys. So Yassine will do a little deeper dive on the newer decks coming out on his channel. So I recommend you guys checking him out. And Yassine, anything else you want to say before we check out in today's video? Everybody subscribe to Team Sam. He's the best. No, and yeah, if anything, you're winning the next YCS with Blue Eyes, right? Yes, sir. Tier 0. Got tier. The best deck. Blue Eyes. And honestly,
Let's
guys,
go!
yo, you don't have to play as many bricks in the deck anymore, right, Yassine?
It's no longer Brick Eyes White Dragon. Now it's like Good Eyes White Dragon.
All right, guys.
Broken Eyes.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy Sam and Yassine signing out. All right, guys.
Peace.
Peace.